Here we go. Week 8. The best odds. All right, let's start it off. Philadelphia Eagles at the Washington Commanders. Philadelphia Eagles -7. Washington Commanders +7. With the odds leaning towards the Philadelphia Eagles to cover that -112. With Commanders for the +7 -108. Who do you got?
I hate these odds. It's right on 7. Give me 7.5 or 6.5, but it's right on 7. I'll take the over with the Eagles winning. The over.
Well, you're taking the spread. We're not doing the over-under.
Oh, yeah. I'll take the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think Eagles cover. I think Eagles get more than. I think Eagles win. Honestly, I almost feel like I'm kind of surprised they even have it this close. I feel like the Eagles could win by like 14, potentially. But all right, got the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Pittsburgh Steelers, aka North Jacksonville. Jaguars -1.5. Pittsburgh Steelers +1.5.
Why they have this game so close? Is it going to snow or
Steelers
something?
Actually,
am I missing something?
Steelers is pretty solid, man. I mean, Steelers aren't bad. Jaguars have a shaky offensive line. I mean, TJ Watt is a fucking monster. So that's something to really worry about. But I believe Freiermuth is out. And honestly, Deontay Johnson is not looking too great. But Steelers, I mean, they're a tougher team. I mean, they're improving. They're getting better. But I still get the Jaguars to win this. I think that's, 1.5. That's essentially just saying the Jags are going to win the game. So I'm going with the Jags.
Field goal. By a field goal. Well, projected, I'm looking at the weather. It's going to be about 50 degrees, and it's going to be a precipitation in Pittsburgh. 93% humidity. It's going to be a rainy game. I'll get the Jags.
Wet
Jags
game.
by a field. Jags by a field goal. Give me that. Give me the Jags.
All right, we got the New Orleans Saints at the Indianapolis Colts. New Orleans is -1.5. Indianapolis is +1. My bad. New Orleans is -1. Indianapolis Colts +1. With the odds being right down the middle at 110. To me, I feel like this is pretty easy. I'm kind of surprised it's this close as well. I'm going with the Saints here. I think the Saints are the better team. Gardner Minshew's throwing picks left and right. Colts are just a disaster right now. I get that they're at home, but I think Saints, even though they're not a great team either, I trust Derek Carr and that New Orleans defense more than I trust Gardner Minshew and the entire Indianapolis Colts team.
Yeah, give me the Saints. Saints easy.
All right, we got the Houston Texans at the Carolina Panthers. Houston is -3.5. Carolina +3.5. With the odds leaning towards the Panthers to get within 3.5 at -120, and Houston to cover is -102. I got Houston here. I think Houston's a better team. This is number 1 overall and second overall pick going at each other. Carolina's not that great. Houston's actually having a sneaky good season, a lot better than I thought they did. CJ Stroud, to me, is clearly the best quarterback that was in this draft class. I always said that from the jump. I never believed in Bryce Young. Obviously, Bryce Young still got time. He can develop. I'm not super high on him, but he has time. I'm not going to kill him now. But CJ Stroud so far is looking like to be the better quarterback, and Houston's looking out to be just the better team in general. So I'm going Houston here.
Yeah, I'll go Houston as well. 6 points sounds easy to me. Houston better than Panthers this year.
All right. We got the Los Angeles Rams at the Dallas Cowboys. LA Rams +6.5. Dallas Cowboys -6.5. With the odds for the Cowboys being -105 and the odds for the Rams being -115. I'm going to go Cowboys here because Cowboys, it's either they lose by a lot or they win by a fuck ton. And I think the Cowboys at home, they're going to win this, and they're probably going to take down the Rams pretty handedly.
Cowboys win by a touchdown. Do I believe in that? What's his name? What is his name? Nakuna? No, not Nakua. I know Cup came back, and then Nakua, I believe, is a wide receiver. He's probably a nice little fantasy player to have. Man, give me the Rams. Give me the Rams. They cover this. If they don't win, they cover this. If they don't win, they cover this.
Yeah, they're going to pull out the strippers, man.
Oh, yeah. You heard about this.
All right. We got the Atlanta Falcons at the Tennessee Titans. Atlanta is -2.5. Tennessee Titans +2.5 at home. With the odds being plus 100 for the Titans and the Falcons being minus 122. The Falcons are another one of those teams where they tend to beat up on worse teams. And the Titans are a team that's just not very good. Obviously, they're trading away pieces. So I'm going with the Falcons here. I'm not a fan of Desmond Ridder, though. Desmond Ridder, I do not think is the answer for Atlanta, but I think Atlanta has a better team, and they've been able to grind out some victories. So I like them here with a field goal.
Give me Falcons. I think it's another boo-boo bowl, but I'm not going to watch the game, but I think the Falcons should win this.
You're going to watch that game intensely, man. I know you are.
I'm not going to watch shit. I have nobody on that team. Nobody I care about on that team.
All right, we got the New York versus New York. It's going to be a split fan base. It's going to be a split fan base, I'm sure, right down the middle.
It's a home advantage for both teams.
Yeah, or it's a neutral site, one of the two.
Neutral site.
I'm actually I want to tune in just to see what the crowd looks like. I'm curious, like how it's actually going to be set up. Like how many?
It's going to be a lot of Giants. It's going to be a lot.
Well, it's going to be Giants because of the season tickets. Yeah, I mean 100%. Yeah. It's going to be the Giants because it's their home game. Obviously, if there's the Jets, it's going to be there. But let's not kid ourselves. There's going to be a lot of Jets fans because obviously some people are going to sell. Some Giants season ticket holders are probably going to sell their ticket or resell their tickets or whatever. And there's going to be a supply of people buying. So there's going to be a decent amount of Jets fans there. I do think, like you said, Giants are going to dominate. And according to JoJo, most of New York is Giants fans. But then again, they play in Jersey.
Because they
won
what I
understand, Jersey is mostly a Jets country. Yeah. From what I understand,
there's a lot of. I think there's more Jets fans in general in the world. There's more Jets fans because obviously it's but like you said, Giants home game. I wonder how many. What's the over under on how many bring both jerseys? We have split.
I think it's 60-40. I think it's going to be 60-40. I think it's going to be 60% Giants and then 40% Jets.
I would agree with that.
I'm going to go with that. But as for the game, I'll take the Jets.
Yeah, Jets easy. Giants are so bad. They are very bad. I'm surprised it's this close. Why have a 3? I would have put that.
Yeah, as long as you got Zach Wilson on that other team, it's always you never going to give the Jets too much of a.
I like the Jets defense better than the Giants offense.
All right, we got the New England Patriots at the Miami Dolphins. New England is plus 9.5. Miami is points. Minus 9.5. This should be a beautiful game. The weather's going to be perfect. It's not hot outside right now. I like the Patriots to get the spread, but Dolphins win. I think it's going to be a 7-point game.
I think this is the biggest spread of the week. They have a 9.5. I think this is the biggest spread that we.
Especially since last time they met, it was 7. But then again, you're at New England. So
I think the Dolphins win, but like I said, we're dealing with tons of injuries. Does Bill Belichick figure out the Dolphins like I always do? But the Dolphins play good at home against the Patriots in general. History shows. So I'll go with the Dolphins to win, but Patriots cover. There
might be a lot of Pats fans there, man. Is there normally?
It is what it is. I mean, it's a North.
I know the Bills for sure. The Bills always fucking pack out.
Snowbirds coming in early. A lot of people from Canada, New York, that area coming in early.
All right, we got the Minnesota Vikings at the Green Bay Packers. Minnesota is minus 1.5. Green Bay is plus 1.5. With the odds being for Green Bay minus 105, with Minnesota being at minus 115. Man, Minnesota is always a team that underperforms, dude.
I don't know them. I there's times I'm like, oh man, they're gonna be good this year, and then do nothing, and then I'm like, okay, I write them off.
The playoffs.
They're coming off a big week last week. Obviously, a big ass win. Monday night, was it Monday Night Football they just played? And I'm surprised that the game is this close. Like 1.5 points for over the Packers. Like the Packers, I think Love has been doing. He's been doing okay. I'm not saying he's great. He's been doing okay, but the Vikings, I'm surprised. I'm gonna get to the Vikings in the over. Vikings just beat them by way more than 1.5. I'm surprised it's this close, unless I'm missing something. Unless there's some major injury or something I don't, or maybe they're trying to trade away Kirk Cousins. They don't think he's going to stick around. I don't know. Give me the Vikings.
I mean, based off their recent games, it seems like Packers managed to stay into games and keep things kind of close. So it's there's that. But I mean, the Vikings are just the better team. But like the Vikings in general, man, they're always just such a weird team, dude. It's always like I don't know. They're just streaky, and then they get into they almost always make the playoffs, but then they get into the playoffs, they don't really do much. So
Yeah.
I don't know. But either way, going for the Vikings here
Yeah,
with
Vikings
the
this
1.5. All right, we get the Cleveland Browns at the Seattle Seahawks. Cleveland Browns plus 3.5. Seattle Seahawks minus 3.5, with the odds being right down the middle at minus 110 for both teams. I'm gonna go Seahawks at home here.
Yeah, I like a couple
Sean
of the
Watson
players
looks
on the Browns.
terrible.
Yeah, well, I don't think he's playing this week. I don't know. I know he was out last week. I don't know if he's playing this week at all. I don't know what the injury update is on him. But I like more.
Either way, he's still
I like
bad.
a couple. I like a couple of the Browns offensive players, but they're going, West Coast. Give me Seahawks. I believe in the Geno Smith rebirth, the renaissance of Geno Smith. Give me the Seahawks on more than 3.5 points.
Bro, Gabe, just show your Seahawks jersey, man. Show the people.
Caw-caw! Caw-caw!
Show your. I mean, my bad, not Seahawks. Show your Geno
Seahawks don't
Smith
call.
jerseys. I know you got every jersey
Absolutely
from
not.
every team that he played for. You
That guy
his
got
Jets
drafted.
jersey.
No, I do not. He got drafted. He's a Jet to me. As much as I like him, he's a Jet to me.
No,
Don't want him. Don't want him on my
you
team.
have his jersey. Don't lie.
No, don't need him.
All right, we got a pretty good game here. Cincinnati Bengals at the San Francisco 49ers. 49ers are minus 4.5 at home, with the Bengals being plus 4.5 away, with the odds being right down the middle. People can't pick a side. It's pretty much 50-50 at minus 110. Bengals have seemed to – they had a shaky start in the
Yes.
beginning of the season,
Very
but they
bad.
seem to be coming into their own again. 49ers have just been dominant. Just been dominant. 49ers at home. I'm going to go with the Niners here.
Yeah, this should be a fun game. This will be a game that I watch. I'll definitely have on the screen. Should be fun. I wrote off the Bengals a big, and I was high. I was on the hype train for the Bengals. Then I wrote them off. I think 49ers right now a little bit on a downtrend, but this should be a fun game to watch. I'll take the 49ers. Again, they're traveling West Coast. Give me the 49ers. Obviously, a playoff team. Contender.
All right. We got the Baltimore Ravens minus 9.5, Arizona Cardinals plus 9.5. I'm going to go Cardinals here. I think that spread is too big. So I'm going with
big.
the Cardinals.
Oh, man. Ravens are a
9.5.
hot team right now, man. Ravens are going to
They're
ride
hot.
the
They're
momentum.
hot. They're
gonna
hot,
ride
but
that
9.5
momentum.
scares me. 9.5 scares me.
Give me the Ravens over, buddy. Give me the Ravens over. With the return of Lamar Jackson.
All right, we got the Kansas City Chiefs at the Denver Broncos. Kansas City minus 7.5, Denver Broncos plus 7.5. With the odds leaning towards the Broncos getting within 7.5 at minus 120, with the Kansas City Chiefs being minus 102 to cover. So I'm going to probably follow the people here. I'm leaning with the Broncos to get within 7.5. Chiefs have, honestly, the Chiefs have been keeping some low scoring games lately. So that 7.5 kind of scares me for them. So I'm
Never
going
take the
with
Chiefs over. Never. We all know. Never take the Chiefs over. They always disappoint. In the regular season, they always disappoint. So I'll do the same. I think the Chiefs win, but I'll give the Broncos to cover the points.
All right. Now we got the Chicago Bears at the Los Angeles Chargers. Los Angeles Chargers minus 8.5. Chicago Bears plus 8.5, with people going 50-50 right here. Minus 110 for both teams. You know what? Sunday Night Football, man, how is this game not flexed out? God. How did they not flex this game out? I'm gonna go Chargers at home here. That's a big spread, but the Bears are just not good, man.
Yeah, I was on the Bears hype train. I thought the Bears were going to do better than they were, but they're kind of falling to the mean. Give me the Chargers. Chargers at home.
All right.
I'm going with a lot of West Coast teams.
We got Monday Night Football, Los Angeles Raiders at the Detroit Lions. Detroit is minus 7.5. Las Vegas minus 105, with the odds leaning towards the Lions with minus 115. I'm going with the Lions here at home. I'm following the people.
I'm going to follow people as well. I will be a sheep, follow the Lions. I think the Lions, they're going to win their division. They're the best team in their division. High hopes for the Lions this year. Eat them kneecaps.
All right. Those are our picks for week 8. We'll come back next week and see how well we did.